Oh man. Oh man, god damn. Oh man, god damn. Let's let it build up, man. Let's let it build up. Let's let it build up, man. Listen, man. Hey, listen. Let's let it build up. Let's let this thing build right on up. Let's let this thing build up, man. See what we got in here, man. Let's see. I just heard that good email go out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's let everybody build up. Let me see. Let's let everybody build up. Let's see what we got in here. See what we got in here. See what we got in here. Hey man, it's a good day. It's a good day in the sport of boxing, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's a good day in the sport of boxing, man. Shout out to my boy Broadway Joel. I got my Dominican boxing shirt on. You know what I'm saying? This is my move around gear today. Um, it's a real good day in the sport of boxing, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the news. Y'all see what's going on. Um, you know, let's see. Send a couple notes out. Send a couple kites out. You know how we do. Let me see. Let me see. Um, yeah, man. So hey, let's chat. Let's chat. Let's chat. So, you know, y'all seen the news, man. Y'all see the news, man. Canelo versus Jermell Charlo. Sheesh, bro.
Most
Sheesh.
motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
Hey, listen, bro. You're gonna have to count me in that group today. You're gonna have to count me in that group of most motherfuckers not knowing shit about boxing because I was not expecting this today. I was not expecting this today, bro. This is crazy work, man. This is very crazy work, man. Very, very, very crazy. Hey, my man Trill said boxing is broken. My man Texas Trill said boxing is broken. My man Texas Trill, he said box. Hey, somebody broke. We need some fixing match, you know. Hey, listen, let ESPN tell it. PBC going out of business. Boxing need to be fixed. Things is broken in the system. It ain't working. Let PBC tell it. Hey, one more time for my man Trill. He said them Texas boys different. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Trill. I ain't gonna lie. That's hey, listen, and even hearing about this news, man, it's like Derek James. Oh, bro, this when you talk about legendary status, man. Shout out to the most beautiful Carmen Serena in the building. When you talk about legendary status, man, Derek James is he getting there. He's pushing the envelope, man. You got a guy in Errol Spence Jr. that you done took from the amateur days all the way up into the pro ranks. Now you got three belts, IBF, you know what I mean, WBC, WBA, champion, and you got one more fight to be undisputed. One more fight to be undisputed with Earl Spence. You already undisputed with Jermell Charlo. Remember, the crazy thing about Jermell Charlo is before Jermell Charlo got to Derek James, he wasn't even considered a puncher like that. You get what I'm saying? Even if you look at Jermell Charlo punch his knockout ratio right now, he's still sitting at about maybe like 60 something percent, man. You know what I mean? Derek James drastically improved Jermell Charlo as a fighter. You get what I'm saying? This is not just a great fighter that came to train with a great coach. You get what I'm saying? Look at Frank Martin and the way that he's being moved and what it's looking like, what the possibilities could be for his career. You know what I'm saying? And then you take Jermell Charlo again. You take Jermell Charlo again, and you put Jermell Charlo in the ring with Canelo. Shout out to my man Tay Jones, man. 100% he did. That's a fact, Tay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for tuning in, my boy. Listen, man. Sport of boxing, hey, right now, it's crazy to me because I thought PBC was going out of business. You would have listen. They told me that Steven Espinoza was losing his job. They told me that it wasn't going to be no more big fights. They told me PBC was going out of business. It was going on the app. They told me a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? My man Trill again, man. He said DJ and JG with the finishing touches. That's a fact, man. And you know what, Trill? I think that's somewhat going understated. The help that Juan Guzman or the tutelage, I would say, that Juan Guzman is providing Jermell Charlo. You know what I mean? I think you could see the difference. You can see the difference now. Honestly, you know what the rumor was. You know what the rumor was. We don't got. Hold on, let me see something. I like that. Carmen said, "I heard they was broke boys.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
Hey, that's what I be trying to tell them, Carmen. Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. And this is, hey, listen. You know what's so crazy? I done already shot my Jermell Charlo, Canelo Alvarez breakdown video. I'm looking at tape. I'm doing all of this other thing. And then they hit us with this. Man, PBC been cooking, man. PBC been really, really cooking. No, not PBC. Al Heyman's PBC. Ain't that what they like to call it? Don't they call it Al Heyman's PBC? You know what I'm saying? I remember we had guys like racist Montero telling us that he was done with boxing. You had people telling us PBC was going out of business. You had people telling us that it wasn't no dates, wasn't nothing available. You had people telling us Canelo was the face of boxing. Well, Canelo's with the PBC now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it, and the crazy part about it, I'm not a fan of a promoter or a promotional company or a network or a TV show. So to all of them guys, you know what I'm saying? To the what's her name? The Spicies, to the Larzas, to the weird motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's nasty for them people, man. Shout out to my man Gritty. What's good, my boy? Yeah. To Tom Brown Hall of Fame here. Yo, listen, man. Shout out to Tom Brown. Shout out to Tom Brown, man. Good guy, dope dude. Tom TGB. TGB. Yeah, TGB. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tom. Yeah, you know Tom Brown Promotions, man. That's shout out to my man Tom Brown for sure. Hey, good guy. You pull up on him at a fight, he'll holler at you, talk to you. You know what I mean? All of that, man. He come in our spaces. He listen to us talk. When you see the TGB Promotions come in there, that is Tom Brown for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. I mean, but yo, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. The only thing, and then look, again, like I don't want to bring, because this is news, and right, and me being such a boxing hardcore, again, I start bringing in other variables and saying if you know, they say if was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. You know what I'm saying? So I know how I am. I start to bringing in variables, but think about this, right? Let's stroll through history, right? Let's stroll through history. Come here, man. Chance was good, man. Was good. Let's scroll through history real quick. If Jermell Charlo is able to get past Canelo Alvarez, I mean, is this not similar to Sugar Ray and Marvin Hagler? Huh? Is this not similar to Sugar Ray and Marvin Hagler? You know what I'm saying? If Mell Charlo is able to somehow get past Canelo Alvarez from Jalisco, Guadalajara, bro, what we talking about? What are we talking about? My man Twin Munoz said, yeah, I'm not really with it. Even though Mell has been more active and the better boxer, he's still the smaller man who has been inactive for more than a year. My man Munoz, listen. When that phone ring, you got to pick it up, my guy. When that phone ring, you got to pick it up. Listen, I don't think Charlo going to complain. I think we're gonna get the best version of Charlo. He's moving up in an attempt to make history. And let's be honest, Munoz, I don't think this is 24, 25-year-old Canelo. We seen Canelo struggle in his last 3 fights. We seen Canelo gas in the Ryder fight. We seen Canelo gas in the Golovkin fight. We seen Canelo gas in the Bivol fight. Let's not act like, listen, listen, on this channel, I'm not gonna do, personally, I'm not gonna do, I don't care nothing about the weight. I don't care nothing about no inactivity. This is boxing today. If your favorite fighter is fighting twice a year, you're happy. We not in the year of the 80s when these guys fighting every 3-4 months. You know what I mean? Your favorite fighter, you see him 5 times a year. That's just not the landscape that we in right now. I feel you, Munoz, but that's just not the landscape that we in. If your favorite fighter fight 1 time a year, twice a year, you happy with that. Mell Charlo, as competitive as he is, as I mean, he's the bigger man already. Now, Canelo, obviously, size-wise, Canelo's probably a little more bigger. But again, I think if it's somebody that it can move up 2 weight classes and get it done, this the guy. I think this the guy. So I definitely understand from a business aspect, got to get that dough. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm with it. I mean, and again, a lot of people discount, right? And a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I mean, look at the storyline. Like, this is, I was telling somebody earlier, this is WWF shit, man. Look at the storyline, man. You got the older, not the older, but you got one brother who was Canelo's mandatory. Canelo ended up being the first WBC franchise champion to move away from Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo then inherits the belt or gets an email championship like they like to cry with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo inherits that belt. You know what I mean? Years later, whatever transpires afterwards, Canelo goes on to become undisputed at 168. Jamel becomes undisputed at 154. You know what I'm saying? And Jamal becomes inactive for 2 years. And now all of a sudden, the fight that we thought the big brother was going to get the little brother, that's a hell of a storyline, man. Again, that's a hell of a storyline. If you
do the knowledge, nigga,
that's a hell of a storyline. You get what I'm saying? My man Trill said Mell isn't that smart. He just manages to cut down that weight. I don't know how. Nah, he not smart. If I'm not mistaken, Mell's like 5'11. Mell still got Canelo by 3 inches in height. I'm sure he got him with the reach advantage. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna see, man. I think this is a good fight. Let me see if I could. I don't even feel like pulling up. If y'all got the height and the reach, or at least the reach, go ahead and drop it in the chat, man. If y'all got the reach, let me see. Let me go ahead. Let me be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Hey, everybody that's in the chat, please go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, sign up to that notification. You know what I'm saying? So you can know anytime I'm coming live. You know what I mean? Let me see. Oh, here you go. Right now, I just dropped the link in the chat. Okay, I just dropped the link in the chat, man. So, hey, you want to go ahead and come in the chat? You want to come on live with me? We're gonna talk this boxing, man. My man Trill said, Mell got a 4-inch reach advantage. Hey, this is gonna be a good fight, man. This is a good one. This is a good one. Again, imagine now. Again, I know we got Spence fans. I'm a Spence fan myself. But now I'm not even focused on Spence Crawford right now. I'm just talking boxing history. You get what I'm saying? Imagine if somehow, some way, Charlo was to get past Canelo. Imagine if at the end of next month, somehow, some way, Crawford was to get past Spence. You might have the first 2-time undisputed versus 2-time undisputed going head up. I think that's crazy work, man. Did I crack the code? Man? Hey, I think I cracked the code with that one, man. That's my boxing hypothesis. You get what I'm saying? Listen, man. PBC doing a hell of a job. This is a hell of a year in boxing, man. A hell of a year. Canelo Alvarez versus Mell Charlo. God damn, yo, that's September 30th, man. I might have to make that trip to Vegas, man. I'm missing out on the Spence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be in Vegas for that one. I am going to the Boots fight next week, so I will be at Boots versus Roman Villa. You know what I'm saying? But this is a hell of a man. Sheesh. This is a hell of a fight right here, man. This one of them ones, man. I'm happy that we getting this right now, man. Trust me. I'm definitely happy that we getting this right now, for sure. Let me see what we got going on, man. Let me hit through some of these. See, yeah, man. It's we got some good boxing, man. We got good boxing overall. You know what I mean? Got Big Baby this weekend. Big Baby versus you know what's funny too? I'm watching a weigh-in earlier. Yo, the way Charles Martin looking, man, he ain't coming to lay down, man. My man Trill said I'm debating the Charlo, man. I'm debating it too. Vegas, Trill? Vegas? I don't know, man. I had to talk. Listen, Trill. I had to talk with my bank account earlier. Thinking about this Charlo and Canelo. You know what we came up with?
It's not looking good, Bev. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good for the bank account because I'm gonna fuck around be in the building. You heard? For real. Sheesh. I'm gonna mess around and be in the building, yo. This is man. Vegas is gonna be rocking, bro. September 30th. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I know. Man, Trill, I'm already out there next month. Spence Crawford work, man. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Spence Crawford work. You should be out there. Yeah. That's the pilgrimage, man. You should make the pilgrimage, man. I'm not mad at you. For real. Man, this is man, bro. Damn. I'm at a loss of words. I'm not gonna lie. I'm at a loss of words. Again, but this is I think this historically, again, I'm not sure about news clippings. I'm not sure about fighters that fought in the 30s and the 20s and the 50s and all of that shit. I wasn't around for that. You know what I'm saying? I think this got to be one of the best years in boxing historically, period. My man Gusto was good, my boy. PBC, pockets broke, cuz. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, and I told him, what you say? You should come, Troop. It's gonna be a family trip. Which one? You talking about Mell Charlo? I mean, yeah. I mean Mell Charlo Canelo. I like how that sounds. Mell Charlo Canelo. Mell versus Canelo. Canelo versus Mell. I like how that sounds, man. I think I might be in the building for that. I think that's a trip that I might fuck around and had to take. My man Gusto said Al Heyman for president. Hey, I said that. Al Heyman's PBC. Ain't that's what Coppinger call it? Ain't that's what Mike Benson call it? Al Heyman's PBC. That's what I'm talking about, man. Cuz not pockets broke, cuz Coda was good. Man, Coda Kid in here said, "What's happening, fellas? What's happening? What's good, my boy?" Yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy? I think Boo Boo and Maul, we might see. Look, this is what I've been thinking about, right? I just feel like inherently with PBC obviously getting Canelo, we still probably got to see another Tank pay-per-view by the end of this year. I think that they're not gonna have a choice but to start stacking these cards more. Like, you know, it's funny. I'm talking to my guy, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to my guy Broadway Joel, and we were just having a conversation, and it's just like, man, like they're gonna have to start stacking these cards, man. I mean, again, we start going triple headers, quadruple headers, all they're gonna have to start stacking these cards because the stars is coming out, man. The fighters that we want to see fight is Charlo and Canelo, Jermell Charlo, Canelo Alvarez is the fight that I didn't know that I wanted. But now that it's here, I want it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Hey, a lot of good things been happening since Teofimo Lopez retired, man.
If they want the black fighters, they could keep them.
Man, listen, man. Canelo, hey, Tio. Hey, he said that could be the co-main for sure. I'm agree. And listen, Coda, not only could that be the co-main, we can't sit and act like it hasn't been done before. Now, I'm not in a position to say, okay, well, Jamal Charlo, you've been out the ring for 2.5 years or 2 years or however much long. You should take short money. But we seen him on a Fox pay-per-view. We seen him on a Fox show doubleheader. We seen that. We seen him on a Showtime pay-per-view in a pandemic together. We seen that already. Why not? Why not? It just adds to the storyline. Little brother versus Canelo. Canelo ain't gonna get past him, not in my humble opinion. But at the end of the day, why not big brother versus? You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's make it a family affair. Why not? My man Gusto said, "This is how boxing is supposed to be done. Fans will pay for a product." That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing, man. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing to the channel. But that's a fact, Gusto. That's a real fact, man. Fans is gonna pay for what we want, and I want to see this, bro. Again, this is the fight that I did not know that I wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? I would have been happy with Jamal Charlo. Now this make me wonder. This makes me wonder who Canelo next opponent going to be, because I don't think he fights Jermell Charlo, then turns around and fight Earl Spence, and then, you know what I mean, and then fight a Boo Boo Andre. It makes me wonder. YSM, what's going on, my boy?
What's good? I can't stay on for long. You like this fight?
I love it. I love
this. This is nasty work, yo.
Nah, I love this fight. Why this nasty
work? This is nasty work. Two divisions?
Hey, didn't Sugar Ray do it for Marvin Hagler? We talking history.
That's not Sugar Ray.
We talking teams, right?
That's not, man, if you don't stop.
We talking teams, right?
If you don't stop this bullshit.
And my man said, we talking teams. Why you don't like this fight?
I don't like the fight. First off, when we saw Canelo's 3-fight deal, this isn't the fight that we wanted. This isn't the fight that we asked for.
For sure.
Right. This is a fight that I would have loved to see 4 or 5 years ago. When Canelo was at 160 or when Canelo was at 54. But to ask Charlo to come up 2 weight classes, coming off of a broken hand and a 14-month layoff, that's not what I wanted to see Canelo do.
So you wanted to see Canelo fight Jamal Charlo coming up a 2-year layoff?
I didn't want to see that either.
This match,
I don't want to see Earl Spence. Like dudes are saying Earl. I don't want to see that shit either. Like I want to see Canelo fight the dudes at 168 pounds. If he's going to fight Charlo, let Charlo get a fight in between.
Yeah.
But I don't, man. Like, no. Because then when Canelo beats him, now it's going to have an asterisk against him.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so, man. I think this is, again, you talking to somebody that I'm into the sport because I'm into the sport. I'm a man of the sport before I'm a fan of the sport before I'm a fan of the man. So historically, when it was only 6-8 weight classes, this is what these guys did. You know what I'm saying? I remember going back in the history books and you got guys like Jose Napoles going from 147, 150 to challenge Carlos Monzon. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to see Inoue versus Tank next?
Shit, if Inoue could do it.
What about Devin Haney? What about Devin Haney versus Boots? You want that next too?
Man, come on. Hey, Devin can fight at 147. Shit, he might fight at 147.
I'm saying, why not? Fuck the weight classes, man. We're gonna do this shit like old UFC.
We at a different junction when both of these guys is the same age. Both of these guys, right? They both the same age. They both established champions already. One of them definitely looked like they close or partially on that backside. It's not, pause. It's not, we know Canelo is not 100%. We know he not the fucking Canelo from the Billy Joe Saunders fight, or he not the Canelo from the Callum Smith fight, or from any other them. You know what I'm saying? We know this is not the same Canelo.
Stop it, bitch. You didn't ask for this fight.
No, again, but this is the fight that I didn't ask. This is the fight that I didn't know I wanted.
You didn't want it. You didn't want it.
This is the fight that I didn't know I wanted.
We wanted, bro. We wanted Benavidez.
We did. No, we still want Benavidez.
Like, yo, No, I don't
And
want to watch this.
my man Munoz said exactly why. It's him. He said you're right. My man Munoz came in here early and said he wasn't feeling it. He
Bro, I'm not feeling this shit. Like, and I'm not one of them dudes that's a Canelo hater. Right? I think he could beat Benavidez. I think he got a good shot at beating Benavidez. There's a whole bunch of holes that I see. Now, could I see him getting swarmed? I can see that too.
Yeah.
I think he can beat Big Charlo. I think he can beat Andre. So I'm not one of those guys. But bro, I didn't ask for this shit. I don't want to see a dude jump 2 weight classes because you named one guy who's special, who's arguably the greatest welterweight ever, top 10 best fighters ever. You compare them. How many dudes we see jump up 2 weight classes and get cooked?
Many. Kell Brook. Just popped in my head. But let me ask you this: if he get past, if he get past Canelo, then what?
Canelo, then I'm wrong. He's special.
So it's still yet to be seen, right?
I mean, regardless, it's yet to be seen. But I'm talking about as a consumer. I didn't ask for this shit.
No, but we don't ask for a lot of shit though. But but hold on. One thing is true though. You can't deny this.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
Hey, that's one thing you can't deny, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I heard Maul's gonna be the second fight. The only reason why this wasn't Maul is because of his situation.
I don't know.
And as a man, we all can sympathize. Like, nah, bro. Like, go through that situation before you get that big bag.
But he got to do something with that 160 strap, man. He got to
get that shit up.
Now it's
all of them.
Now my question is, did Zoo take straight step aside money, or is Jamel gonna have to let that WBO go?
I feel like both of them are holding up boxing. They're holding up the divisions. Can you imagine if you David Benavidez and you've been waiting for your crack at this dude and Mell like, hey, step aside, I got this.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? What's the point of fighting mandatories and what's the point of fighting eliminators if Mell just gonna jump the line?
Well, let's throw this plot twist in. Maybe right? Now rock with me. David Benavidez just beat Caleb Plant on pay-per-view. The pay-per-view did over $1 million gate. Was it a $5 million gate that pay-per-view did, I think, if I'm not mistaken? Okay. Pay-per-view did about $4 or $5 million gate. Pay-per-view did well as far as the sales. He's a Latino guy, Mexican, and something else. I forgot an ethnicity to be exact, right? What this tells me is maybe PBC is not all in on David Benavidez. That's what it tells me. Maybe that's a too far of a jump of an assumption, but there's no way that you putting all these fights together and doesn't say that this one just at face value has the ability to sell the most. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you this, and I got a dip. Why Karma want to smoke with me? Karma, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. But I'm gonna say this, right? If he does these 3 fights and David Benavidez doesn't get a fight, how do you view that situation?
Man, it's a duck. It's just what it is. It's a duck. That's just what it is. We know that. I mean, whether it's a duck for a couple fights that people is still willing to pay for, whether it's a duck for, you know what I'm saying, just a couple cash out fights and having Benavidez at the end with possibly another loss on Canelo's resume. But it's a duck. That's what it is. I'm not going to bullshit you. You know what I'm saying?
Al and Steven have done a great job this year. Impeccable. Best boxing schedule I've ever seen, right? From top to bottom. They did an A-level job.
For sure.
This was nasty work. Like this is nasty. This is nasty. Nasty work.
This is a sick Negro.
So I can give him props, but I also can critique him. I'm on record when I see Steven. I'm like, yo, come on, cuz. What are we doing?
Listen, but at the end of the day, Mell got a 3-4 inch height advantage. He got a 4-inch reach advantage. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you know what I mean? Why not? Why not? And let's get Maul and Andre on the undercard. Why not? Let's sell 2 million pay-per-views. Why not, man? Let's get Floyd out of retirement.
Yo, it's called weight classes, not height classes, man.
All right. You know what else is called?
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean, yo, he got the fight now. It ain't no excuses. I ain't trying to have no excuses. You got in there, you get your ass whipped. It's on you. I'm just saying, as a viewer, I'm good, yo. I'm still gonna watch it because I'm a boxing junkie. I need help.
Let me ask you a question. You still watched Amir Khan versus Canelo, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I need help. I just told you I need help. But yo,
that was
the first time.
Thing.
Listen,
he wasn't fighting at 140 till 50. What was it? 55? He fought him at 50 or something like that.
Yeah, but all right. So we criticize him for that. This is something that Canelo will pull out of his hat.
We ain't criticizing for this. We ain't gonna criticize for this.
I'm criticizing for this. Nigga on YSM. I respect A-side boxing, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing. I appreciate you. But on YSM, this shit, nasty work of the week. Nasty. But I gotta head out, Meech. Appreciate you having me on, man. Love the platform. You, love what you're doing, man.
Appreciate you, my boy. Yeah, my brother. YSM, appreciate it. Yeah, that's my dog, man. My dog YSM. That's my guy. Nah, man. You know, yeah, man. You know, that was man. So he said he don't like the fight. If you don't like the fight, put it in the chat, man. I don't know. Let me know how y'all feeling about the fight, man. I like the fight. I think it's a good fight. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just talking about at this stage in these guys' careers. You get what I'm saying? Canelo being let's look it up. Let's do the knowledge, man. My boy said let's do the knowledge, man. Let me see. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo. How old is Canelo? 5'8", 32 years old. Let me see. Oh, Mell older than Canelo. 5'8", 73-inch reach. Excuse me, 5'11", 73-inch reach. Canelo, 5'8". They don't got Canelo reach on here. When they don't put a fighter reach on it, that's how you know he ain't got no reach, man. That's how you know the motherfucking arms are short. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's go on BoxRec. Let's see what BoxRec say about Canelo reach. 70. Okay. So you got 70 against 73. Okay, yeah. I mean, Charlo got a slight advantage now. Again, it's yet to be seen as far as how Charlo going to deal with that weight. Now, I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. An extra 14 pounds, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like YSM said, coming off a broken hand, coming off a year layoff, adding 14 extra pounds. I think that's a lot. But at the same time, you got to also think, look who he's being trained by. You're being trained by Derek James, who's going to make sure that you're in that ring and shape. And he's, if I'm not mistaken, Juan Guzman is living with Jermell Charlo. Juan Guzman is for sure going to make sure he's in shape. For sure. For sure. So, again, you know what I mean? Like my man Troy said, we bring in the artillery, H-Town. Cowboys choke said, I don't let a fight. Why? You all let me know. Cody said, I love it. Mel got a better chance than Mo at beating Canelo. I believe it. Hey, Nate, what's going on, man? He said, I got Jamel. Time to make more history with Canelo's misery. Hey. I ain't mad at that.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
I ain't mad at that, man. Cowboys Choco 9 said, I like it because I know Charlo believes he can win and he just might be good enough from a technical standpoint to do it. That's a fact. Listen, I'm only going with the facts. I think that's a fact. I think competitive wise, if you're going to take a catchweight fight, or because we don't know for sure that this fight is at 168. Now, I think it's hard for Charlo to take a fight. And I'm still wondering if Tim Zeus accepted step-aside money. Because if he did, the WBO said he had until September or whatever. So it might be Tim Zeus versus mandatory for the WBO strap. We don't know. Or he's the interim. I don't know if they would still call it. We don't know how they're going to do. We know different sanctioning bodies do different things. You know what I'm saying? But like Cowboys Choke said, Charlo believed that he can win. And he's competitive enough, man. He's competitive enough. Charlo is the one that Jamel is the one that walk around with the chip on his shoulder. For sure. He's the one that walk around with the chip on his shoulder, man.
Fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
They cannot put a duck tag on Mell, though. Biggest payday of your career. You take that shit. Zuka away. That's a fact. Nah, I mean, and I wouldn't put a duck tag on him. I wouldn't do that. Munoz, like, they know. They know. And if Zoo know what's good for him, he'll step aside. You done fought twice already. We done showcased you on the platform twice. You got 2 hometown fights. Tony and my man Ocampo with the first round knockout. Take this little couple M's. Keep getting better. Let the doggy bite heal up a little bit more. Let Charlo go handle business, and you come back and see him either later this year or top of next year. You done enough. Don't fret. You done enough. You done enough, Tim Zoo. You know what I'm saying? My man Coda said Derrick James involved with 2 big pay-per-views of 2023. That's not true. That's not true, Coda. That's not true, my boy. You know why I say that's not true, Coda? Because if we get AJ versus Deontay Wilder, he'd be involved with 3. If we get AJ versus Deontay Wilder like we expecting to get in December, he'd be involved with 3. You get what I'm saying? He'd be involved with 3. So now if he could take Spence past Crawford, if he could take Charlo past Canelo, if he could take somehow, and if he could, I don't want to say it, but if he could take, he can't be. AJ ain't beat Wilder. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be a good try though. You know what I mean? I don't see no way that AJ could beat Wilder, but if somehow he was to manage to beat Deontay Wilder, sheesh. I don't see it though. I see him for sure getting smoked in that one. I see him for sure getting smoked in that one. Shout out to my man Boston's in the building. My man Boston, salute my boy. He in here. Crazy day, very crazy day. Never trust the experts unless this is unless this was at the very last second. Yeah. My man Tay said 3. Cowboy Zoo actually should feel better about his chances against Charlo at 154. Now, because going up to 168 and coming back down going to be tough for Jamel. We don't know if it's going to be at the full 168 division. We don't know. We see Undisputed versus Undisputed, but we're not necessarily sure if it's going to be at 168. I know I seen Tay Jones tweet earlier that he don't know what the weight class is going to be. I haven't heard what the weight class is going to be, so I believe that details will be dropping shortly. You know what I mean? Tomorrow is July, so August, September. So we 3 months out from that fight. That's not a fight they announced. That's in 6 months. We 3 months out from that fight. Tonight, tomorrow. We 3 months out from that. So I think the details going to drop shortly. My man Cody, I said I forgot Joshua with Derrick James. Yep. We might also get a Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia. I don't know how. I mean, you know, Golden Boy got whatever they got going on. They suing Ryan for whatever. You know what I mean? We don't want to get into that. I don't really care to get into that. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying?
Fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
My man Cowboy said, I'll be surprised if Canelo cutting down lower than 165. Yeah, you know, maybe. But see, this the thing. Even if they have a catchweight, I think Canelo, them titles will still be on the line because it's, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's not over the limit, right? I think them titles will still be on the line. This gonna be a dope one, man. This gonna be a dope one. Now I wanted to see now they got me thinking that now I'm wondering, do this got a rehydration clause on it? Did they put a clause on Canelo? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We know Canelo the A-side for sure. That's not. I'm not debating that. We know Canelo the A-side, but now I'm wondering things like that. Did they put a clause on Canelo? You know what I'm saying? You never know, man. Again, hey, make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. I just dropped the link in the chat if you want to come live with me, talk about what's going on. You want to share your opinion. You want to tell me you hate A-side, you don't rock with A-side. Come on and come holler at me, man. And my man Boston said, if Zoo takes another fight late this year and Charlo loses to Canelo, fight will probably be Q1 2024. And those odds will look crazy. For sure. For sure. For sure. My man Boston said, I don't know if those belts on the line. Yeah, we got to see. We got to see if they're going to put them belts on the line. I don't know. I hope they do. Again, because, that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is a 50-50 fight. But just the boxing historian in me would love to see Terrence Crawford get that win, become two-time undisputed. Mell Charlo pick up that win, become two-time undisputed at the same time. And then them guys face off with each other. For me, that's boxing heaven for me. You know what I'm saying? That's boxing heaven for me. You get what I'm saying? But again, that's down the road. We're not going to focus on that right now. Right now, we gotta go with what's in front of us. And I think I know some people not going to like the fight. But again, I think this is just history for Mell Charlo, man. And I respect it. A lot of people, again, YSN, he said what he said, and I respect it because when you look at it, you talk about, a lot of people was already pegging Errol Spence to be the catch weight that Canelo was going to fight. But let's be honest, Mell Charlo resume is better than Errol Spence resume. Mell Charlo resume is better than Terrence Crawford resume. So if Mell Charlo fuck around, move up 2 weight classes, go undisputed, and beat Canelo Alvarez, he should be number 1 pound for pound. His Hall of Fame ticket is already stamped, dog. That's something that you can't take away. The Hall of Fame ticket is already stamped, no question. This is the Hollywood Square. This is it right here, man. For real, I'm serious, man. Mell Charlo got the better resume out of Spence, both Spence and Crawford. His resume is better. I believe he should be higher on the pound for pound list, higher than both of those guys. That's real spill. One of my first videos on this channel, I talked about at the Mell Charlo won and beat Brian Castano. I talked about he should have been the number 1 pound for pound guy. No question. No question, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, at the end of the day, that's just my personal opinion. It's a lot of fights going on. Every fight we crowning a new pound for pound guy. For an in-away win, we're gonna have a new pound for pound guy. Crawford, Bud, and Spence win, we got a new pound for pound guy. Hey, if Usyk fight Fury, we got a new pound for pound guy. Listen, man. Listen, man. Y'all gotta stop sleeping on my boy Mell, man. Mell, this is it, man. This is it. This is it right here. You know what I'm saying? This is it right here. My boy, Broadway de lo mío. What's good, my boy?
I'm loving.
Let me stop for to give me a strike. What's good, my guy?
I'm loving the shirt, brother. I'm loving the shirt.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Hey, man, the whole Southern Maryland shot this shirt today. I was out and about. You know what I'm saying? Handling business. It's good.
Y'all want to look as good as my man Truth, and y'all want a Dominican boxing shirt, go to BroadwayJoel.com. Go buy yourself a Dominican boxing shirt, man. Not so you look good, but also be supporting me. And that's the least you guys can do for the content.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What's good, my boy? How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited, bro. Because this is a top skillful fight. Both fighters at very high skill. Not looking too much into the weight. I was listening when YSM was complaining that my phone was dying. That's why I ain't hop on earlier. I'm not gonna look too much into it because it's not like fucking Canelo's David Morrell size, And Canelo's
exactly
huge guy, and if anything, Charlo's a big motherfucker. Like, yeah, he fight at 54, but he's a big dude. His brother, who's essentially the same, person in terms of size, fights a weight class above. So these guys aren't small. I'm not gonna make too much of the weight. I'm excited for the fight, bro.
Nah, I'm excited for the fight too, man. Man, this even just from a trying to break this down perspective with Charlo coming out of the ring, Charlo being out of the ring for over a year, coming off a broken hand, Canelo last 3 performances not looking how I guess we wanted him to look, or possibly him being on the decline. This say a lot to me, man. This is again, and historically, this is Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I won't take it that far because Sugar Ray Leonard is kind of like, elite. But what I will say is, hey, man, Undisputed moving up to fight another Undisputed. This is, or maybe I'm not looking at it from that context yet because, I'm living in the moment. Yeah. But listen, man, I'm excited for the fight. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to tell me. That the winner of this fight is not going to get full credit. If Canelo wins, you brought a guy up 2 weight classes, and if Jermell wins, or you fought a guy on his way out, he wasn't the same. Had you fought him 4 or 5 years ago, he would have knocked you out. So it's unfortunate, but I'm not going to let that take away from my fun, from my excitement. I'm excited for this fight, man.
I see a comment in here. My man Twin Munoz, he popped in. He said he disagreed. Jamel's resume and accomplishments is not better than Crawford's. If he wins, it'll be better than Spence's.
Nah, he bugging, man. And that's my guy, man. That's my guy. Don't get me wrong, but like Crawford's resume is very mid. Honestly, Spence too. Spence got a mid resume too. Like, got Tom Porter, Ugas, and fucking Danny. Like, those are your wins. You know what I'm saying? El Brook coming off of his face being destroyed, and what Crawford got Posto, who's a decent win. Tom Porter on his last fight. Little ass Gamboa. It's like, yo, like neither of these 2 guys got solid wins. Like, where it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Twin Munoz. Hold up, Twin Munoz.
It's not looking good, Bev. It's not looking good.
Yeah, nah. Yo, word. Listen, and you know what I think, Broadway? A lot of times, like, I think because, like, in me, like, Jermell, he got one of them attitudes that could kind of turn you off and make you not want to, like, kind of pay attention to what he's doing in his career. But when you really go down the line, man, I'm sharing the screen right now. 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 knockouts. Again, you see Castaño on here twice. He fought Castaño, and I personally think that he lost that fight. But he avenged it with a knockout. We seen the 8th round stoppage of Jason Rosario. It was a little weird body shot, but he got the job done. Tony Harrison, he fought him to a loss, and then he knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? Jorge Cota knocked him out. Austin Trout, he beat Austin Trout. Lubin knocked him out. Charles Hatley knocked him out. John Jackson knocked him out. Monta Rosa, he beat like he got Gabe Rosales. Like, bro, Charlo got a great resume. I don't see how you could look at those names, this list of names, and then say that Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford got a better resume than that list of names right there. I just, maybe you wasn't watching, not you, but maybe you might not have been watching boxing and might not have know who these guys is. And honestly, with Jermell, even the Vanes Monta Rosa fight, I think Vanes won that fight personally. When I watched that fight, I gave that fight to Vanes personally. But that still was a testament to how tough, especially when he was on Golden Boy, how tough he was being matched. You know what I'm saying? Versus the level of competition he's still at on PBC.
Yeah. Them Golden Boy matchmakers, they put you through the fucking ringing, man. They the opposite of Top Rank. On your come up, once you get to that contender status, they start slowing you down. But on their come up, they put you through the ringer. Like Danny Garcia. I remember Danny Garcia was like 15-0. He fought Nate Campbell, and I thought Nate Campbell won that fight. But I'm like, what the fuck is he doing fighting Nate Campbell at that stage of his career?
That's how they do it.
Nate Campbell was a unified champion. He wasn't just a regular motherfucker. Like,
nah, that's a fact, bro. But that's how it go. But again, I mean, I just think that, again, this is a fight that I didn't know that I wanted, but now that it's here, I want it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, man.
I,
I think I might have to make that pilgrimage, man. I think I might have to make that Vegas move, bro. We might have to be out. We might have to be up out of there, man.
I'm thinking about the thing as you. I wouldn't be surprised if Michelle Rivera's on the undercard in a kind of like a tune-up fight.
Okay.
That wouldn't surprise me because
Yeah.
I realized that pay-per-views have been kind of like a showcase fight on the undercards.
Yeah, for sure.
I've noticed that. Like, remember Andrade's comeback fight against Damon Nicholson was on and Boots versus fucking Karen
Yeah.
was supposed to be was supposed to be a showcase. The Rashidi Villa, I wouldn't say it was supposed to be a showcase, but Rashidi was definitely supposed to win that fight.
Yeah.
Which I thought he did anyways, but that's story for another day. So I think probably it's gonna be the same way Andre had his comeback fight on a pay-per-view on the card. I think this is gonna be his pay-per-view, his tune-up fight on the undercard.
Hey, my man Muyo said Bud 3-division champ, undisputed, 2 ring titles, 14 title defenses, and more. But resumes and accomplishments are different. Guess what? You base your list mostly on what you mean.
I think what he's saying is Bud's a more accomplished fighter, and I don't think there's an argument there. I think for sure he's a more accomplished fighter, but he doesn't have a better resume. No way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I didn't say he had more accolades. Like, that's what you posted. You talking about 3-division champion, undisputed. Nah, listen. Right now, obviously, you got Spence you got Spence and Bud going on. There's a certain faction of people that's like strictly Bud fans. There's a faction of motherfuckers that's strictly Spence fans. I fuck with both guys. I'm a fan of both guys. Like, I've been to the Spence Porter fight last year in Dallas. I was in Spence Ugas fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Crawford fan and all that shit like that. I'm picking Crawford to win. But what you posting here, Munoz, is accolades. I'm talking about resume. I'm talking about guy for guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking literally guy for guy on the resume. I don't think that Charlo, I don't think that Bud Crawford resume is better. I just don't think. Now, you talk about a compliment, you got it. For sure, you got it. I'm not gonna argue with you, got it. But the resume, it's not the same, my guy. It's not the same. And then if he take a Canelo win, you could post whatever you want to post. It's nowhere close. The accolades still ain't the same. That you talking about, he'd be lineal at 54 and 68, all 4 belts undisputed in one fight against a guy that's still on everybody's pound for pound list, apparently.
Nah. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm not arguing. So you cooking. I think you said everything I would have said. So.
You know what I'm saying?
and Twin's my guy, by the way. Twin.
Oh, I'm rocking with him. I'm rocking with him. I'm rocking with him. You know what I mean? Word, I'm rocking with him. Yeah. Nah, but yeah, this is again. I think that I can see why people wouldn't want this fight though. I mean, but you got to understand, man. Canelo, this is a 60 fight veteran. Your favorite fighter, not 15 fights close. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you gotta remember, he's been in with everybody from Cotto to Mayweather to Triple G to Kovalev. Daniel Jacobs, like Lara Trout. He's seen every style. Like, there's nothing Jermell is gonna bring to the table as far as style wise, maybe power wise, and not even that, because Triple G could fucking crack. Like, there's nothing he's gonna bring to the table where Canelo's gonna be like, damn, I don't know what to do because I've never seen this. Maybe he won't be able to do because I don't know if he's past it or not. But as far as like, let's work on the assumption he's still somewhat Canelo.
Yeah.
There's nothing Jermel's gonna bring to the table where fucking this motherfucker gonna be lost. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's been in every single style you think there is.
They only similar opponent is Trout, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. I mean,
didn't they both drop Trout? Funny. Pause. Crazy word.
They both.
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking into the resume right now. Yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, they fought him at different stages of the career because Canelo fought him when he was undefeated, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, I listen. We can't do the triangle theory anyway. So
I would just count. You know, again, when you go back watch tape, obviously the first thing you're gonna do is look at, you know what I mean, the guy. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he had because by that time he had after he lost to he lost to Canelo, then he lost to Lara. I'm talking about Trout. Then he lost to Big Charlo. Then he lost to Jared Hurd. He got stopped by Jared Hurd. Then he lost. Yeah, so that okay. So he was already lost 3-4 times by then. But yeah, you know what I mean. I still good fight to me, man. Good fight to me.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I like the fight, and people who are being bitter about it, you know, it could have been worse. I like the fight. I like the fight, period. But the shit definitely could have been worse. Like,
but you know what, bro? I don't think so though, because I mean, if he fights Jamal, I'm fine. If he fight Andre, I'm fine. If he fight Benavidez, I'm fine. If they would have put Canelo in with David Morrell, bro, I still would have wanted to see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Canelo right now, Canelo is printing money over there at PBC. Any one of them fights, any one of that round robin, maybe besides Dave Morrell, is a 500,000 pay-per-view buy fight. Any of them. Pick one. Pick any of them guys. I think this pay-per-view could fuck around and do $1 million, bro. Seriously.
The reason I do think it's gonna do $1 million is because I think the press conference is going to be spicy.
Yeah.
Charlo is not somebody who bites his tongue. He curses. He gets aggressive. He yells. He does all type of antics. And Canelo is not no soft guy who's just gonna bark on and he gonna tear and take it and be all nice. Not Canelo about that life, you know. Don't let that fucking pretty boy redhead shit fool you. Mm-hmm. Canelo done smack motherfuckers at press conferences before. Like Canelo is about that life. He is like, a macho man. You know what I'm saying? A tough motherfucker. And so if Charlo comes barking and yelling and says the wrong word or pushes Canelo, I think Canelo may react. Now, us people who are, like in the business, we may not like shit like that. Like, cut, but the fans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we rocking with it.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, we love shit like that, man. Hell yeah, you selling the fight to us, man, and that's gonna get the casuals excited. That shit's gonna go viral on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, and man. And then the fan bases are gonna go at it. No, now for sure your man's getting slept, and people are gonna argue who got the better of the exchange at the press conference. If let's say there's a scuffle, and there's just gonna be constant conversation. And then the Charlos, the one good thing for them about them being twins is like you really like the casuals don't know the difference between them. So every time one of them is fighting, they just know the name Charlo. So that's a name like Stephen A. Smith is going to be talking about. Oh shit, I'm excited to see Charlo, this, that, and the third. Damn well Mike Tyson on Hot Boxing going to talk about it. Joe Rogan, all these motherfuckers going to be talking about this shit. And again, if the press conference is spicy, which I honestly cannot see it not being spicy.
Yeah.
Shit gonna sell, bro. Shit gonna sell. I'm predicting over $1 million. If you put it like this, this is gonna be billed Undisputed versus Undisputed. Canelo Plant, which was for Undisputed, what did 800,000, and Plant is nowhere near the fighter popularity that what's his name is Charlo.
Yeah, man, I like this, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like this. My man Boston said I would love Mell to win to free those belts and shit. I mean, if he do, damn, man, whoo. If he win, I don't think he stays at 168 if he win either. I can't see it. I don't think he stays. I mean, but shit, if he, why not? Why not Mell versus a Caleb Plant? Mell versus, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. We'll see. Let me not get ahead of myself too much. My man Boston said, in my opinion, I'm only settling for these fights. I only cared about Benavidez. I ain't mad at that. Mandatory and, in my opinion, best challenge at the moment. I'm more hyped for the presser than the fight. Am I wrong? Hey, this pretty like you just said, bro. I think this presser gonna be crazy, bro. They gonna be turned up.
It is. Listen, and y'all, when the presser is spicy, y'all gonna be like, "Damn, Broadway called it." Don't give me that much fucking credit. Don't give me that. This is like, if you know boxing and you know the both personalities, you know this shit gonna be spicy. Yeah, and y'all may see y'all if y'all hearing it from me first, or y'all hearing it from me second. Anybody who knows boxing, from Truth to me to some of you guys listening, know that the shit is gonna be spicy. It is. There's no way the shit is not gonna be. Charlie gonna be something crazy. Canelo gonna be like, "Who the fuck you talking about? I'm talking to you, motherfucker." Oh shit! And then they're gonna be going back and forth, and on the face off, would you be surprised if fucking Charlo just shoved the shit out of Canelo?
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised. I hope he don't do that, but shit, that's more to sell. That's more to sell. But what I know for sure is gonna happen is he gonna tell Canelo,
"Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby."
He gonna definitely tell Canelo that. This gonna be a good one, man. I mean, I think even from a technical aspect, just thinking about the fight in itself, man. You know, me and you was talking earlier, and you kind of you swayed me a little bit, because I'm just thinking about this might end up being a little negative fight. And so now what I will say is that one thing about Jermell Charlo and one thing about Canelo Alvarez, that when both of those guys get impatient, they will come forward. They will come forward and try to come and get you. But essentially, right, from a technical matchup style, or from a stylistic matchup, you got counterpuncher versus counterpuncher. You know what I'm saying? Charlo is at his best when he could counterpunch you. You know, he loved that counter left hook. You know, that's his baby girl. That count. And truthfully, honestly, one thing that, like, if I was going to criticize Jermell Charlo, my biggest criticism for him, his fight game, is his punch selection. I think he got, I don't want to say very limited. That's too much, but I think he got a limited punch selection. You know what I'm saying? Again, we got to see where Canelo upper body movement at. We got to see where his gas tank at. Like you said earlier when we was on the phone, you got two guys that historically don't throw that many punches per round. So I'm not expecting it to be a firefight coming out the gate. I'm really expecting this to be a chess match. You know what I'm saying? So,
I like you said, you mentioned, I feel the same way. I think this fight maybe actually be a little bit boring, especially in the beginning, while they both trying to figure each other out. They're both explosive fighters. Like, they both could just pop out of nowhere. So, but and that's why I'm so conflicted into who I'm picking. So I do think Canelo's a little bit more active, and he punches in combinations.
yeah.
Especially, and I want to say he's one of the best combination punches in boxing in terms of like just varying. Like, he'll go, 2 to the body, 2 to the head, and end out with a jab, and move his head and do all this.
Yeah.
Now, whether he still do this stuff is, it's a separate conversation.
Yeah.
But and then we got Charlo, who has good feet, good upper body movement, does the shoulder roll, counters with his left hook, and it has adapted a little bit of Joan Guzman. Like, you definitely see, like, seeing him sometimes, it looks like a big Joan Guzman. And that style gave Canelo problems when he fought Mayweather. Now, it's not the same exact style, and it's not the same exact fighter, because nobody's Floyd Mayweather, but we've seen him get a boxer give him problems, and now you got a boxer puncher. It's
Nah, yeah, we're gonna see. Again, I just wonder how, like, what Mell punching power gonna be like at 68. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder what his punching power gonna be, what his gas tank gonna be. But then, ironically enough, like, you kind of just alluded to it. Like, he's working with guys in Derek James, guys in Joan Guzman. That's gonna make, like, if you seen Joan Guzman fight, it was nothing lazy about his fight game. You know what I'm saying? You know that Derek James is not letting fighters walk into the ring unprepared, and he's giving the best corner instructions. I believe that he's a way better coach than Eddie Reynoso. So I think that even going into the fight, no matter about what the weight issues are, I think as far as adjustments on the fly between rounds, I think Derrick James and Jermell Charlo have the clear advantage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's a lot to come here, man. Shout out to my boy Lean, man. Lean, what's up, man? What's good, my boy? Carmen here talking spicy. Carmen said she wants somebody to get shoved. I want somebody to get shoved. Nah, Carmen, we ain't doing it.
I wouldn't doubt that. I'm gonna make a prediction. If somebody is getting shoved, it's just the two. You got two alpha males.
Yeah.
And two alpha males, and then they both like, yo, I'm undisputed. No, I'm undisputed. No, you know what I'm saying? So they both got that attitude, like, I'm number one. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Facts. They both have that attitude. They both justified in feeling that way. Yeah. And when they're gonna realize, like, yo, this dude is not intimidated. Yo, this dude is not respecting my accomplishments. Yo, this dude is talking crazy. That's when I think they're gonna flare and. You know, shit gonna get crazy at that press conference. I'm telling you, like, when the shit gets crazy, y'all gonna think about this live and be like, "Oh my god, bro, he's a genius." And I'm not a genius. I just watched enough press conferences with both guys, and it's shit gonna get crazy at that press conference. I guarantee.
And my man Coda said somebody getting slapped. Shout out to Barbara Troy. She said, salute ASA. Appreciate you. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat, man. Barbara. Huh?
Yeah. Nah, it's a salute to Barbara.
Yeah.
Barbara, but yeah, nah. I'll be okay with a push. I'll be okay with a hard push, and then the fucking security guards come and break it up. Yeah. I just hope entourages get involved from either side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As long as you keep it between the fighters.
And funny enough, I just wonder. I'm wondering during the build up to the fight, how close is Jermall Charlo going to be? Like, you know, usually they support each other through their fights. You know, one to show up. You remember in the Castano fight when Jermall almost got into a fight like with somebody from Team Castano. You know what I'm saying? He was beating the drums and shit like that. And I think he was a trainer or the brother or somebody that they almost got the pushing and they, was going back and forth talking their shit with. I wonder how close is Mell going to be to this, because obviously we know Mell been out of the ring over 2 years dealing with whatever issues that he dealing with. But this is a fight that for however many days since we knew Canelo was coming to PBC, this is a fight that, I mean, shit, like I said, I recorded a breakdown video with Jermall and Canelo. You get what I'm saying? So the whole world thought that Jermall Charlo was getting this shot next. And then obviously, here come the younger, you know what I'm saying? The younger
with the okie doke.
Yeah, the okie doke, the younger, but with the okie doke with the younger, more accomplished brother that's already undisputed. That's like, think about it, right? If Jermell Charlo get this win, there's nothing that Jermall could do to eclipse that. Nothing, bro. What, you gonna go up the cruiser? What you going, like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna go fight Badu Jack? What you gonna do? Like, and that's not equivalent, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So that's I don't know. I just feel like from a family aspect, that's a little rough, man. That's a little rough to, you know what I mean, sit at the Thanksgiving table with all them straps, you know what I mean? That's a little, you know what I mean? That's a little rough. My man Boston said the boxing race is going to be out heavy that week.
That's true. On both sides.
Yeah. LDBC going to be turned up. You know what I'm saying? Rasa Twitter going to be turned up. You know what I mean? But hey, it's all good. You know what I mean? And you know what's funny, bro? Again, like, I'm not like a LDBC member or nothing like that. But I do kind of feel like it's a necessary evil, and not evil in a bad way, but it's just like I see a space for the LDBC. Like, I see a space, but that's a different conversation for a different time. But either way, man, my man Trill said we need a Stone Cold Stunner. No, I ain't mad at that, man. This is gonna be a good, man. Again, that undercard gonna be crazy. They're gonna have to start stacking these cards.
No, and I don't know. And you remember I told you there was like 2 lives ago, or a live ago. I don't remember. I told you these undercards are good. These pay-per-views are good because PBC gets the bad rap, and let's be honest, it is a fair criticism that they don't keep their fighters active. yo, every time you throw a pay-per-view event, that's a quadruple header. You got the main and three undercards. So
sure.
you got Spence Crawford. That's a pay-per-view. That's a quadruple header. Does the rematch happen at the end of this year? I doubt it, but maybe, maybe not. Then you got Tank coming back. You got that. That's another quadruple header. And then you got the Canelo fight. That's a quadruple header. And then if Ruiz and Wilder get it in, that's another quadruple header. So that's slots where, like, let's say somebody like Elvis Rodriguez, like, let's just use him for example. He fought in February. He's fighting again in July against Victor Postol.
Yeah.
Let's just say they put the let's say Tank fights Haney. This is the first name that came to my head. Tank fights Haney in December. Now, instead of him getting 2 fights, yo, come on this undercard. We got an extra slot that we wasn't even expecting. Yo,
so you saying Elvis versus Kenny 2 for the vacant?
I would love that, man. I would love that. Unfortunately, Elvis is not.
Elvis ain't ranked in the WWE. I know. I'm popping it.
I love that. And you know I fuck with Kenny Sims. He put it out there, and I totally understand it. So it's not like I'm upset. He's like, yo, I'm not gaining nothing from Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
Get it, and that's why he doesn't want the fight. Now some ducking shit, like
people.
I'm
no.
When motherfuckers say he don't want to fight, all of a sudden he's a duck. I never said that on my channel. Kenny's not a duck. He just doesn't want the fight because he feels it doesn't make sense, and I'm okay with that. That's a good enough explanation for me, because you know me, I be on motherfuckers' head. So,
but look, so again, this is another conversation that me and you was having, and I just think that the way the year is spanning, right? I think at least minimum we won't see Carlos Adames for the next 5 months. That's just my personal opinion. I think he had a tough fight with J-Rock just now. I know he probably going to take a vacation for at least 2 weeks. Let's just say 2 weeks, right? But I think we at least don't see Carlos Adames, and the reason why I'm saying Carlos Adames is because Carlos Adames is the WBC interim champion at 160 pounds. I think it's my boy.
my bad.
I think it's a very slight chance that we see Jamal Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade on this undercard, man. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Honestly, I don't think Showtime will waste a fight like that on the undercard. I think they'll make that its own main event.
Yeah, okay, I can see that, but I think with that being said, like with this fight being announced in this manner, I think that in no question we'll get Charlo versus Andrade next. You know what I mean?
I want Charlo versus Adames, man. Yo,
now I would want that fight too, but again, well, shit, it makes sense because he hasn't moved up. Now I know Andrade said he could still make 160. We just seen these guys because now we got to go back. We got to go back through memory lane real quick. We just seen them two on live talk about send the contract. Blah, blah, blah. We just seen Charlo.
But they said, "Oh, we'll fight at 165, a 10-rounder for no belt." It's like, what the fuck? Like,
but look, but hindsight being 2020, bro, already you had to know. Think about this. That's just last week. If I'm not, I don't even think that was 7 days ago. You get what I'm saying? And so with hindsight being 2020, I'm thinking about it now. Charlo already knew his brother was fighting Canelo. At that moment, he probably already knew that he probably knew way before that. Since PBC probably reached out to Charlo and said, "Hey, do you want to fight Canelo?" To Lil Charlo, whatever, you know what I mean, to Mell. Since PBC reached out to Mell, he probably had that conversation with Maul that day. Maul in that live with Andrade probably already knew that he wasn't getting that Canelo fight next. So I think that possibly could have brought some validity to seeing Jamal Charlo versus Andrade. Do I want to see the Adames fight? Yeah. I think Adames is deserving. I think if Charlo do fight him at a catchweight, Adames need to go ahead and be elevated to the full champion. But I just think that in the year of our Lord, 2023, I think that that's a big fight. Charlo, Andrade, that's still a big fight. You know what I mean? For sure. Let me see. My man Boston said that Brandon Marshall interview, Maul kept saying over and over again that he was letting Baby Bro win the battles for him. Hey, you never know. My man Brian, yo, what's good, my boy? B. Barbara said, well, I heard Jamal and his team turned down the fight offer to fight Canelo because he was not physically or mentally ready for the fight. I could believe that.
I can believe that, and people, a lot of people are like, yo, Jamal's mad. I'm like, yo, no way, Jamal didn't know that this was happening.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the fight went his way. He said whatever, said basically what Barber just said, and he was all right. Like, yo, I'm just gonna pass it up, and then Jermell was talking all that shit on Instagram. Canelo saw it, the opportunity, and was like, you know what? I'll fight somebody 2 weight classes below me, move them up, have somewhat an advantage,
Yeah, and let me see. Carmen said, "Is Tank really gonna fight again this year?" I don't think so. That's yet to be seen. We know he had to do them 90 days, but he should be. We know he had to do them 90 days, but he should be. I'm about to say he should be. I don't know, man, but hey, we got somebody. Oh shit, we twinning. Carmen was good.
Oh shit. Oh, y'all my peoples for real, man.
Yeah.
I got so much love for Carmen. Thank you so much for supporting both of y'all, man.
You already know.
Again, I'll say it again since y'all both rocking the Dominican boxing shirts. Go to BroadwayJoel.com, everybody. Go buy yourself a shirt. Y'all see how beautiful both these people look? And I got the navy blue now.
I got that navy blue. I love that colorway. I'm getting that.
Yeah, I got it in navy blue, and I'm getting it in red. I don't have the one in red yet, I'll be honest with you, but it's coming. So the one in red is coming, and trust me, we're gonna be. I'm gonna keep my fans looking fresh. Like these two people looking fresh to death right now. Trust me, man. Only thing is, I'm mad. Truth ain't wear it when Tank fought Hector Luis Garcia, man. I'm mad at that.
well, hey, to be fair, we was in the building for that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta come designer when we in the building, bro.
I'm just fucking with you.
I gotta put that spot on when we in the building. Carmen was good. How you feeling?
Lovely.
Yeah.
The king is back. September 30th.
Are you going to be in Vegas for this, Carmen?
I am. You need to come. It's going to be a family reunion.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to make the pilgrimage. I think I'm gonna have to make it. That's going to be that. This is going to be a real good one. So off the top of your head, Carmen, initially when you heard the news, what did you think?
Well, I knew last night.
What? Wait, no. How you know last night?
I have my sources.
What?
Damn, I couldn't get a courtesy DM, Carmen.
That's what I'm saying.
I DM Lefty. I thought he would tell y'all.
Nah,
man.
You got. I need the special DM. Like, hey, this is what's going on.
Y'all should put me in the group chat.
Carmen, Carmen, if you was on the space last night, Lefty turned chicken talk into chitlin talk last night with me. So
I know he was like,
Lefty turned it into chitlin talk with me last night. So he wasn't about he wasn't about to talk no boxing. It's all good though. So who you think gonna win? Who you? I mean, again, Jamel coming up 14 pounds. He coming off a hand injury.
Jamel ain't coming up no 14 pounds. He be going down 14 pounds to fight.
Yeah.
That's his walk around weight.
Yeah. Okay.
Jamel get out of bed and fighting Canelo. Let's be for real.
Hey, well, again, I think the big advantage that, again, like I said earlier, I think the biggest advantage that Jamel got is that, number one, in the corner, he got Derrick James with him. I think Derrick James can make a lot more in-ring adjustments than Reynoso can. I think that, and I'm not gonna say that Mell Charlo IQ is better than Canelo, but I think it's somewhat similar. You know what I mean? But again, it just depends on what initial game plan that both teams come in with and how they making adjustments through the fight.
Honestly, I don't really rate Reynoso as a trainer. I think he just got a good thing and it fell into his lap. Because he really ain't done nothing with nobody else.
Hold on. Oscar Valdez, you don't think he did good with Oscar Valdez?
But how long he had Oscar though?
I don't know, but he looked good against Burchell.
But that was like his second fight with Oscar, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, what about the
and then after that, we saw what happened after the Burchell fight. He popped dirty.
Yeah, but there was VADA testing for the Burchell fight, and he passed. So you know.
I mean, but he popped dirty right after, still at the Reynoso camp.
But then he popped dirty for the next fight. You can't say like, oh, there was VADA testing and all. Oh yeah, but that one don't count.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that at some point in like, I don't know, Broadway. I just be feeling like when it comes to fighters popping dirty, it's hard for me to believe that a trainer and a fighter have such an intimate relationship and you neglect to tell your trainer that you're doing steroids, bro. I don't think that, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't test positive for steroids.
Okay, well, that he
the amphetamine was for a weight cut, so
yeah, but
Andy Ruiz went to that camp and magically lost 200 pounds. So
nah. Yeah, that's a fact.
Nah, crazy, Karma.
And then
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They should have, I'm with you. Let me see. My man Boston said, I guess he's saying if Jamal Charlo would have took the fight, a loss would have been terrible for his mental state. Yeah, I believe that.
But $10 million would have been
that should have made him feel much better. That 10 million.
Yeah.
Shit. I wonder how his mental health gonna be okay after Adames put hands and feet on him.
Oh.
If he gonna be okay mentally after that, man.
Hey, Brian said 2 questions. Does Tim Tszyu finally fight a top prospect at 154? And do they make Mell vacate?
Yes, they do. They make him vacate unless he pays a step aside, which I'm not sure he does. Maybe he does.
But they're not fighting for those belts. So what is he stepping aside for? He just gotta wait
for voluntary against another undisputed fighter. And he gonna be making enough money here.
He's fighting for the same belt at another weight class. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I think honestly, they probably did pay Tim Tszyu some step aside money, because I think for Tim Tszyu, you in a win-win situation. Number one, if you force your hand, like, you're going to be fighting for the WBO only. So why force your hand and fight just for the WBO when you could wait around and fight for all 4 belts and lineal? You know what I'm saying? I think for me, to me, that's just a smart decision. You know what I mean? He looked like, remember, after January when after they moved the fight and Charlo got injured, he could have packed it in for the year too. He fought Tony Harrison. He just fought Ocampo, stopped him in the first round. Right now, all of the steam is coming behind Tim Tszyu, and now with Charlo moving up to 68, having to possibly move back down to 54. I mean, this is a similar situation to Spence and Kell Brook. If you ask me,
he can't go back down. Whether or not he wins, he cannot go back down. Like, all that fluctuation, he's not going to be any good at 154 again.
We'll see. That remains to be seen. We'll see. But I think Tim Tszyu will fight. I think Tim Tszyu will fight again. Remember, he got bit by a fucking I don't know what kind of, he got bit by. He could have stopped the Ocampo fight. He still went through with that fight. I think Tim Tszyu will fight again. I think that dude legitimately want to prove that he one of the best. And if Jermell Charlo vacate that belt, I think Tim Tszyu the number 1 guy in that division. For how long, I don't know. But I think this year, he's shown that he is top 2-3 guys in that division for sure.
How do you think you match up against Castaño?
I think that's a 50-50 fight.
50-50.
Yeah, I don't know why people sleep on Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu cracking. He'll come forward.
Is that recency bias? Because I ain't never heard of it.
Is his defense, man. My problem is his defense. Like, he gets hit way too clean, way too often. That's my problem.
Yeah, I mean, he do get hit, man, but Castaño don't get hit.
Oh, he got hit last
time.
No,
but I mean, I don't think he gets hit as clean. No, I'm gonna stand on that.
he an inside fighter, Broadway. He right in the middle. He right there to be hit. It's not
exactly. No, but just when you inside, you smothering work. You're not getting hit as
Yeah,
clean.
that's true. That's true.
But what I'm saying is both of these guys is comfortable in the same place. Tim Tszyu not an outside fighter that beat you with a jab and then
No, he tries to walk you down. That's what he tries to do.
Yeah, but again, he's a come forward fighter. Again, both this fight is in the middle of the ring for me. So to me now we talk about who could throw the best combination, who got a puncher's chance, whose stamina can outlast, whose stamina type shit like that. That's what, to me, that's what makes it a 50-50 fight. I don't think that Brian Castano has some crazy boxing skills for me to be like, oh damn, I know Castano will brawl, but check his jab out. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that in that fight, personally. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. For me, that's just a 50-50 fight. That's just me. I don't know. I like Jesus Ramos versus a lot of these guys. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody put in the comments, Derrick James going to take a year off after this.
He got to. This is like the biggest year of his life.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying, Karma, because obviously, I mean, we got the Spence fight coming up in a month, exactly in a month. Then we got this fight in September. You know what I mean? Well, shit, we got Frank Martin fighting in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Then we got 2 weeks after that, we got Earl Spence and Crawford. And then a couple months later, we got Mell and Canelo. And then a couple months later, we supposed to have AJ and Wilder. I know AJ, your guy.
AJ and White allegedly in August.
August, yeah. Well,
and then again in December.
We'll see. I hope, man. Yeah.
Well, he's fighting somebody because he's finishing his camp in Vegas.
Okay. Who, AJ?
Yeah.
Who in Vegas?
What's up?
Derrick James going to Vegas to be with Spence. So they're going to finish his camp in Vegas for August.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Honestly, Vegas is the best place to train, though. That's where all the best sparring
and
you
for
get,
the elevation.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. That, fucking Bob Santos takes those guys to Mount Charleston to run out there. So this is, I don't know. If I'm a boxer and I'm trying to go all the way, I'm training in Las Vegas, because Las Vegas, all the best sparring. That heat is good to train in that heat. And, there's mountains where you could run in a high altitude. There's connections you can make. Media's there, like Fight Hype and the Boxing Voice and Sean Porter podcasts and a bunch of other. There's a lot of boxing media in Vegas. It makes so much more sense to live and train out there. If I was a boxer, I would live out there full time. No, not even a second thought.
Hey, bro, this is a comment I didn't think about. My man Mike Blunt said, I think he'll move down to 160 and fight the winner of Danny and Laura for the WBA strap. I think that's definitely a viable option for Charlo, no matter what happened with this Canelo fight now.
That's giving Roy Jones.
I mean, do you think he would stay at 168 though, Carmen?
He got to.
But you know what? This is my only thing. If Charlo is to beat Canelo, right, at 168, it's too many big money fights at 168 for him to not stay there. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's too, like, you got a Benavidez fight, you got a Caleb Plant fight. I don't think a Morrell will be there for him, but maybe they'll still be developing Morrell, whatever. But a Benavidez fight, I mean, it's history there with Benavidez. Benavidez and them just got pushing each other in the that was the Earl Spence fight, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
Some dudes just got to pushing each other and shit like that. So it's history there as well. So I think, shit, if Jermell Charlo make this leap to 168, it might be bye-bye for 154.
It gotta be either way. Like, I just feel like all that fluctuate. Like, really, he could just stay. Even if he loses, he could stay there.
Yeah, I mean, stay at 168?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could believe that. I think so. Now I'm getting curious because now I want to look and see. Let me see. Let me go back on Google. I want to see who the number one guys, because now let me see boxing rankings. Boxing rankings. Let me see. Because I think PBC might be positioned at damn near every sanctioning body in the 54 division. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now I want to check it out. Let me see. Let's check it out. Let me see what we got going on. Got it. Let me see. Present, share screen. Boxing rankings. Okay, let's share that. Let's see what we got here. So we got Super Welter. All right. So in the WBO, obviously you got Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu is the interim guy. Bakram Mertz, this the guy that been taking step aside after step aside after step aside. So if he was to move up, the WBO would either make Tim Tszyu a full champion or mandate Mertz Azalea versus Tim Tszyu. Jesus Ramos, number 3 in the IBF. Jack Koke, I doubt that he would get a shot, but even if they did, Jack Koke probably got to come over. But you got Jesus Ramos there, another PBC guy. You got Brian Mendoza. Charles Conwell is another guy. I mean, he fight on Charles Conwell's to Lou DiBella, but obviously we have seen him fight on PBC cards before, or Showtime cards at least before. So I'm not mad at that. And I think in the WBA you got Madrimov, so that's a the zone fighter. So, but still, and 3 of the 4 sanctioning bodies, you got PBC fighters that's positioned to become champions. So if he's going to vacate for his network and for the company that he fighting for, that makes sense. That makes sense for him to vacate when 3 of the straps is going to land in within.
Right.
Yeah. Can I just change the topic just a sec? We could get back onto it because I know this is the topic of discussion. But what the fuck is Shakur Stevenson doing calling out Jorge Linares? So Linares tweeted to. So Shakur Stevenson tweeted, "Yo, any fighter that want wreck with me, I'm free. Don't got a no opponent, no date, no nothing. So for all the fighters screaming my name, reach out. It's free smoke for all of you." Linares goes, "I'm ready when you are. We are waiting for an answer from your promoter." And he quote tweeted that and said, "Come on, let's do it. I'll show you the difference between me and the rest of them." And he at Top Rank, at Bob Arum, he said, "Let's give him what he asked him for." Bro, I mean, like, come on, man. Come on.
I see that.
Is Jermaine Ortiz not on Top Rank? Is Lomachenko not on Top Rank?
No. Jermaine Ortiz can't make weight. He can't make 30.
Nah, I mean, he said he's staying at 35. What about Loma?
How you staying at 35? He just missed weight.
I mean, you can miss weight and then the next fight make weight.
Okay. Well, we seen how he looks.
He came in at welterweight. That's crazy.
Nah, he ain't coming at no welterweight.
He was big.
I think it was 38. I think he came in at 138, and that's why his fight got canceled.
I thought he was like 6 pounds over.
Really? You may be right. I'm not 100% sure.
Let me see. I mean, Boston said today. I think it would depend on where Maul goes. No, say Maul stay at 160. Mell might stay at 168 or the other way around. I don't know, man.
I thought they were trying to move everybody up one.
Yeah, it makes sense. But again, with them moving Jamel to 168 for this fight, if they move Jamel to 168, him moving up 2 weight classes, I doubt Jamal Charlo gonna come to the division. I doubt it. Why? Like, it don't make
coming back. Like,
that's what we need to figure out. He need to be champion in recess until we figure out what's going on with that, though. For real.
Don't get me started on that topic, man.
2 years? That's crazy.
It's been longer than 2 years now.
Well,
that was
2 years. 2 years and 2 weeks.
Yeah, but still, goddamn, that's a long time to be inactive.
Yeah.
I wish y'all could not go to work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why did he need a tune-up or like a warm-up fight? You've been out, like, you had plenty of time. It's not like he was injured. I mean, he was mentally not there. But
and he out here. He was negotiating with Canelo, openly negotiating with Andre. So, like, bro, give up the fucking belt, man.
Give it up. Like, they
tripped. That's it. And it's not like Adames ain't earned it. Adames wasn't supposed to be Deverenchenko. I don't know if you remember. He was the betting underdog. So he wasn't supposed to win that fight. He got an upset. It was a little upset. I'm not gonna. It wasn't no plus 7,000 or nothing crazy like that. But it was a little. It was an upset nonetheless.
Yeah.
And then fights a common opponent in Montiel, does better than you with them, and then you're still not fighting. At some point, it's like, all right, say whatever you want about the level of competition. The route that Adames went by the rule book, he earned that fucking belt.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Say whatever you want. You don't think he's good, or you don't think the opponents he beat were good. He wasn't supposed to beat Deverenchenko, and he beat Montiel better than Charlo. Then whatever, he had this fight against J-Rock. Whatever, maybe he looked good, maybe he didn't. That's whatever. That's story for another day. My point is, he earned that belt.
I don't think you look good, Karma. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you just caping for J-Rock right now?
No, I don't think that Adames looked good. I think Adames could have fought way better. I mean, see, I like Adames, and that's the thing. I like Adames. I think Adames got a great punch selection. I think Adames has great footwork. I think that this was one of those fights where Adames made up he went through his 8-week training camp. They got to Minnesota, and I think somewhere along this line, Adames made up his mind. Somewhere between that 8-week training camp in Minnesota, he made up his mind that I'm gonna just come forward and knock this guy out. Like, this guy don't got enough for me. I don't need no footwork. I don't need to establish this or establish that. I'm gonna go in here and knock J-Rock out. And I think that was the wrong plan. You know what I'm saying? Just like what Tio tried to do with Kambosos, he was like, yo, fuck all of the extras. I'm going ahead and get him out of here. I think that's the game Adames was playing. And although it did work for him controversially, I think that he could have done a lot more to make that fight a lot easier. I really do think that.
I don't know. With Tio, he had to do that because he was huffing and puffing. So he had to stop the fight, at least try to stop the fight as soon as possible.
Puff for 12 rounds still.
He's still with, because he couldn't get him out of there. Like, what you gonna do, die?
Yeah, he puff for 12 rounds still, so he might as well would have established the game plan. He still went to 12, right? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. We'll see. This is some good stuff here, man. PBC, man. Hey, listen. If I'm going out of business,
this time last year, I was like, I was to have to get into the NBA because I can't fuck with boxing no more. And next month alone, I'm going to 3 fights. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. I'm just so happy.
You going to 3 fights?
I'm going to Virgil Stanionis.
Oh, that's a 5 fight.
Then I'm going to Detroit for Alicia.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to Spence Crawford.
You going to Spence Crawford?
Yes.
You got tickets?
I got 1 ticket. I'm not like that.
Yo, Karma. What? I need to work at your job, man. I need to work at your job.
I just work a lot because I work from home now, so I can just work all the time.
Okay, all right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. My man Boston's posted that money bag. He said she got the money bag, yo.
Real, man. I know she got dudes lined up. She probably driving a nice fucking Mercedes or some shit. And she know boxing? Shit. People are like, yeah, that's wifey material. Her DM crazy on Twitter.
Word. You know. But nah, man, this is very good, man. Again, last year this time, you right though, Karma. Last year this time, we was pissed off at PBC. We was yelling and screaming for them to drop the second half schedule. Remember?
Yeah. And then all we had was like Wilder.
We was going at KB head. You know what I mean? We was we was turning up, man. But this year more than made enough for it, man. And the crazy part about it is, we still got full anyway.
Yo, we're not even like halfway through the year.
This month is crazy. This month is crazy. I mean, we got the Jared fight to start us off. Jared, and you know what? Still, shout out to Frank. You know, I'm a Jersey guy, so Shadesha Green is my girl. But shout out to Franchon Cruz. She got Savannah Marshall tomorrow. Shout out to Big Baby. And hey, listen, Charles Martin don't look like he coming to lay down. I'm just gonna.
He didn't look like he was coming to lay down for AJ. He ain't look like he was lay down. He laid down. He laid down. He don't be looking like it. But we know
Big Baby. We know Big Baby takes some punches. So and Charles Martin, for what he is, he can't crack. So I will say that he bigger than Big Baby. He looked like he poised and focused. I know a lot of people don't know he was supposed to fight the whole Venetian guy as the opener to Spence Crawford. So that's the fight he was getting ready for. So he was in camp. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So I think because Victor Faust is opening, Victor Faust versus Ho Venetian is opening up that Spence Crawford card. But that was supposed to be Charles Martin versus Ho Venetian. So it's not like this guy came off the couch and just was getting ready for a Big Baby. And we know how this is. We just seen Big Baby emotional. He got a hometown fight. You got a veteran underdog that nobody's expecting to win. Even in a press conference yesterday, Charles Martin was talking about some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think he understands, like, you went from being a champion, fighting a certain caliber of guys. You got knocked out by Luis Ortiz, and now you in a 10-rounder on the ESPN card. I think he understands it. This is it.
Yeah. Well, what round did he go down in the Ortiz fight?
6, was it? I think.
I don't remember watching it.
Let me see. I think that was 6 or 7. He went out in. Let me see. That was like around 6 or 7. Let me
I'm
see.
saying, like, how have we ever seen Big Baby past 6?
I think he has. Like, so in the Ortiz fight, yeah, it was the 6th round that he went out in the Ortiz fight. Big Baby has, yeah, he went. No, he went 6 before. That was a long thing. He knocked somebody out. The Kingsley eBay dude. I think that was in a bubble. The African guy that he knocked out in a bubble. That was a crazy fight too. But he knocked him out in the 6th round. So Big Baby has not been past 6 rounds
in like 2-3 years.
Yeah, I think it'd take about 6 rounds to get Charles Martin up out of here too. We see. This is the most established. I mean, but again, he been in with guys, Arias, Jerry Forrest.
Forrest was giving him some work too.
I mean, well, he knocked him out in the 2nd round.
For what Jerry Forrest is.
Forrest landed a couple punches, I would say. He landed a couple punches, but I mean, knocking somebody out too. I don't think I was giving him no work.
But like for what Jerry Forrest is and the length of time that he went, he did look good. Like
I mean, but Karma. Let's take that a step further. Jerry Forrest went the distance with Zhang after getting dropped in like the first.
And he put Zhang in the hospital.
And Zhang just stopped Joy Joyce.
I don't know. I think Zhang because he was in the hospital.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, but that dude just stopped Joy Joyce, and we thought Joy Joyce.
Y'all hyped up Joy Joyce like he was George Foreman. Y'all.
I did.
And he got with what's his face? They weren't doing no southpaw work.
Buddy McGirt.
And he was getting his freaking eye just pink. Like, no, just like what was that? I'm so mad at y'all. I never forgive y'all for all that bad.
Yeah, you know what, man? It's a certain demographic of fighter that always let me down, man. I still got my favorites there.
Old UK Brits.
Yeah, God, I ain't want to say it like that, but man, them guys be. As soon as I get the hyping up, them guys.
Shout out to Gary Cully, man. Shout out to Gary.
They have like a weird self-deprecating like attitude about it. It's like if I win, then thanks to the Lord, but I just hope everything goes okay. Like, no, I'm coming to take your fucking head off. Like, get some like umph in your spirit.
Let's make Joe Cordina versus Hector Luis Garcia.
I think
Cordina from the UK.
I think he's gonna fight O'Shaquie Foster.
Yeah, I tweeted about that today, and he retweeted me. I tweeted that I was disappointed. Basically,
I'm gonna ask him.
What'd he say?
I'm about to ask him.
Shot. I think Shot got something else going on. You know what I'm saying? He kind of hinted that he had some news about the drop, and I tweeted Joe Cordina this morning talking about like, damn, because I heard some news about him possibly fighting like Lee Wood or Josh Warrington, and he said that his manager been telling him that O'Shaquie been trying to price himself out that fight. He said that's the fight he wants.
He has a belt.
Who?
Like you can talk some shit. Like
No. But what I'm saying is, he's saying that he want to unify with Oshaki, but Oshaki want too much money. And listen, you know what? Sometimes you got to understand the man with no land. Oshaki don't got no hometown. He don't got 10,000 people that's going to come out for him. We know what them people in Wales going to do for Joe Cordina overseas in the UK. Whether you like Joe Cordina or not, them people popping out for Cordina.
He from Wales?
Huh? Yeah, he from Wales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's too many places in Texas you're gonna go where Oshaki Foster gonna fill up our arena.
Facts.
Unless it's the Boys and Girls Club. You know what I mean?
So you're doing a little bit too much.
Nah, I fuck with Oshaki though. I rock with Oshaki.
You're doing too much.
My man Rito said, "Call me crazy if Mell get past the 7th round, shit get spooky for Canelo." Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that because again, you got a guy that's fighting 14 pounds above his normal fight weight. So after the 7th round, we got to see if Charlo still got the gas tank. We got to see if Charlo still got the gas after. I mean, 15. That's a lot.
When was the last time he went 12? Castaño won.
Yeah. And I think he only went 12 because he wasn't paying attention to the game plan. I think that's the only reason why he really went 12. He wasn't listening. You know, obviously he was working with Guzman. So they say he didn't get to Derrick James until late. I don't know if that's a rumor or true, but he definitely, you know, he showed better his last time. You know what I mean? The fight before that, where we stopped Rosario in like 8. Before that, it was Tony Harrison. It was Tony Harrison in 11. Before that, it was the distance with Tony. So he been late. He been late a lot. So he carried his power late. You know what I mean? So you know, we'll see. Somebody said Canelo knocking out Charlo. We'll see. Carmen, say some of that.
I think so.
He said, Carmen, say some of that time from when wow,
don't keep AJ's name out y'all's mouth. Don't make me mad.
Carmen sound like Will Smith over here, yo. Like keep AJ name out your mouth. He said Charles Martin getting stopped in full. I can see that. I mean, Justin Cooper styles make fights. Facts. Rito, they on some give it a go shit over there in Britain. Yeah, man. Sometimes, man, you know, it do seem like now I still got my favorite guys. I ain't took a loss yet, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna just keep them nameless for now because my guys is good.
If you say it, they gonna lose.
But shit, you know what? I always been a fan of Joe Cordina, for real. Even when Joe Cordina was fighting at 135, and he had some hand injuries, and then he got past the hand injuries and moved down to 130. I always been a fan of Joe Cordina, but I still like him over Oshaki. Truthfully, I like Joe Cordina to beat Oshaki Foster. My personal opinion, but we got to fight the fights. I know you from Texas. I know.
No, you already know.
I know. You know what I'm saying? It's all good though. Damn, man, that did today. It was about. I was supposed to be talking about Charles Martin and Big Baby Anderson, but you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He said Cordina finally found some pop and been cracking ever since. Yeah, hey, for real. Cordina's strong, man. I don't know where that came from because at 135 he wasn't doing it. But at the same time, sometimes it's fighters just not fighting in that weight class. Is that your phone, Carmen? Is that me?
No, that's you. It might be.
That might be. Yeah, it might be you. But sometimes I think it's fighters just fighting outside of their weight class. Now he moved back down to 130 where he's supposed to be at, you know, and then, you know, we got what we got. So, you know, you never know. You never know. Whew. All right, guys, let me see what time it is. It's 10:24. I'm about to hop off this thing. I thank you, Karma, for joining on Moment of Truth, episode 27. This is our Eddie George episode. I always try to find a number or play that coincide with the episode that we on. So this is our Eddie George episode. Yeah, you know what I mean? This is a good day in boxing. Shout out to everybody that came in the chat. I hope y'all subscribed. I hope y'all hit the like button. You know what I mean? I hope y'all hit that notification bell. Karma, you got anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Absolutely not. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel.
Okay, side box.
It's one of the best on YouTube. So hope to see you guys again. When are you coming back?
We will be back probably Sunday. I was gonna go live tomorrow. Now, hey, listen, depending on what them fights look like, I might do a post fight live, but I doubt I'm gonna need to do that for Big Baby Anderson. So worst case scenario, we gonna be back Sunday afternoon. Worst case scenario, we back Sunday afternoon. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in A-Side, and the reason y'all tuning in with me is because
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
that's a fact. Hey, Karma, thank you for joining me. We is out of this thing. Yes, sir.